Labour Party Vice President candidate Darti Baba Ahmed trying to set Nigeria on fire with insightful comments. He mustn't mistake our desire for peace for weakness, Fani Kayode. The former minister made this known in a statement released via his Twitter handle, lambasting the former lawmaker for being a judge in his own case by asserting that handing over to Tinubu is unconstitutional because he was declared president-elect without satisfying the requirements of the constitution. Say these people, they know they listen to themselves when they talk. Is it not the same Femi Fani-Kayode who is asking Igbos to leave Lagos? Did he really think that can bring this country down? Is that not insightful statement? Is that not insightful statement by asking Igbos to leave Lagos? Is it not the same Femi Fani-Kayode that said that voting for Gbadebo Rose Vival, who is the governorship candidate for Labour Party, that voting for him is like asking Igbos to take over Lagos State. And once that happens, the Igbo people, he said they would drive the Yoruba traditional rulers and all that. Within this man don't use a mouth talk. If not that, those people, Igbo people, are actually respecting themselves by now. What they don't do, what they don't talk for Lagos, they don't set Nigeria on fire. This is life for you. You see, that person, when they do something, if person, they do person, they know they talk. But once they just say something about you, don't begin they run up and down. But you will be doing all this while you be talking. Even what the man said, we are not going to say that is out of point. If you look at this matter critically, Tinubu does not supposed to be the president-elect, but the INEC chairman, Mahmoud, just have to play the script that he was given to. Well, let's quickly hit the news and get the full details. But before then, guys, if you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Former Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode has urged the Department of State Services DSS to invite the Labour Party vice presidential candidate in February's election, Yusuf Darti Baba Ahmed, for questioning over his recent comments towards the president-elect, Bola Tinubu. Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and President Muhammadu Buhari. The former minister made this known in a statement released via his Twitter handle, lambasting the former lawmaker for being a judge in his own case by asserting that handing over to Tinubu is unconstitutional because he was declared president-elect without satisfying the requirements of the constitution. Sahara Reporters reported on Thursday that Baba Ahmed said he was disappointed at the arrogant chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and the incompetent president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, over the outcome of the 2023 presidential election held on the 25th of April 2023. Baba Ahmed, during an interview on Channels TV on Wednesday, said, Buhari is not righteous because he is paying back a promise made to the president-elect Bola Tinubu in 2014. He said the arrogant INEC chairman and the incompetent president of Nigeria, I am sorry to say, the chairman should not have engaged in what he did at the height of administrative radicality and official arrogance. He sneaked in the hours of 4 a.m., arrogate himself the power to interpret a section of the Constitution that needs no interpretation. Section 134 comes already. interpreted and recklessly produced to declare and issue a certificate of return. Reacting to this, Femi Fani-Kayode described it as a mere threat and a childish outburst, urging the security operative to invite him for interrogation as they did for him before the 2023 election. He said, Baba Ahmed's statement represented a direct and a call for insurrection, rebellion, and treason. Why would he call for people to reject the election and say that swearing in official birth, our president-elect will be tantamount to inviting the military to take over the affairs of our country and get away with it? Why would he say he has no faith in the courts and warn the president and the Chief Justice of the Federation not to get involved in the swearing in, otherwise it will be a violation of the Constitution, a rape on democracy, an invitation to the military to take over, and that it will put all our lives in danger? What does it mean by this? And what does he want? Is there something he knows that we do not? What are he and Obi planning for our country? He also accused the president of being incompetent, the INEC chairman of being arrogant, and the president-elect of my being involved in organized crime. He compared the latter to Pablo Esper and said that handing over Nigeria to him to lead would be like endorsing the mafia and handing the country over to murderous gangsters. Is this fair, right, or proper? Is he talking about a man who has just won a free and fair election? Are we supposed to all keep quiet? Weeks he incites the people against the entire system and seeks to put down our democracy simply because he and his principal lost? Does he think we are scared of him and his co-conspirators and that we can be intimidated by his strength and childish outbursts? If he believes the elections were rigged or that INEC was compromised, let him produce the evidence before a court of law and let that court decide. Surely he cannot be the accuser, jury, and judge in his own case. He is not court and he is not a judge. His interpretation of the Constitution cannot be the only one of the final one. Such matters are the exclusive preserve of the courts, and neither can he threaten or attempt to intimidate the president of our country and the Chief Justice of the Federation or the judiciary and get away with it. What he did on Channels Television last night was dangerous and despicable, and he must be invited by the DSS too to explain himself. Okay, so guys, you've all heard it now. Femi Fani-Kayode is asking DSS to invite the vice president candidate of Labour Party, Dati Baba Ahmed, for trying to set Nigeria on fire with insightful comments